Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel RF Design Basics. In this video, we are going to learn the general equivalent circuit of Z parameters and we will solve some problems based on this. So to find out the general equivalent circuit of Z parameters, first of all, we have to write the Z matrix. So as you know, the matrix V equal to Z matrix multiplied by I matrix. So for a two-port network, this will become V1 V2 equal to Z11 Z12 Z21 Z22 multiplied by I1 I2, where the usual meaning of V1 V2 I1 I2 is given in the network. So here we have V1 and this is our V2, I2 and I1 is incoming currents. So the individual equation will be V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and V2 will be equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So to draw the equivalent circuit of this, we have to identify some portion of this. So here, this portion will be Z12 I2, which is a voltage source depending upon the I2 current here, and this portion is Z11. So V1 will be Z11 into I1. So we are going to draw this in this way. So first of all, take Z11 here. This is Z11. Current I is incoming to this and voltage across this is V1. So this is V1. Now this will become Z11 into I1. So to have V1 equal to Z11 I1 plus this term, what we do is we add this as a dependent voltage source. So we'll be adding as dependent voltage source. So it will be like this, plus minus. And what is the value of this dependent source? It will be Z12 I2. Similarly, in the other side, we have to do the same thing. Dependent voltage source, which is this portion. This portion is dependent voltage source here, and other side is the output impedance. So it will be Z22, and through this I2 current is flowing. This dependent voltage source is Z21 I1 and voltage across this is V1. So you can see, if I write KVL for this loop, it will be V1 plus voltage drop this, so Z11 I1, so minus V1 plus Z11 I1 and then plus Z12 I2. So you will get the first equation. And when you write KVL for this loop, it will be Z22 I2 plus Z21 I1. So Z22 I2 and Z21 I1, which is equal to V2, voltage across port 2. So this is V2. So this is called the equivalent circuit of Z parameter. So when we solve, we can convert any network in this form. So let's take an example and then convert it into equivalent circuit. So we are asked to find out the Z parameter of this given circuit, where we have 20 ohm resistance, 30 ohm resistance and 40 ohm resistance. So we have to assume the current direction as I1 incoming, here I2 current, then we have voltage across this is V1 and voltage across this is V2. So first of all we are going to find out Z11 which is V1 by I1 when I2 equal to 0, means I2 equal to 0 means this current is not there, this is 0, this current is 0. So if this current is 0, there is no use of this 30 ohm resistance, so your circuit will be only this portion. So we are going to work only on this portion. So you have 20 and 40 ohm, that if you combine, that will give you the V1 I1 ratio, because total current will be flowing through this is I1. So this will be 20 plus 40 ohm equal to 60 ohm. Now I will find out Z12. Z12 is V1 by I2 when I1 equal to 0. Since the condition is changed, first we will complete Z21 where we get same condition V2 by I1 where I2 equal to 0. So for I2 equal to 0, this side is again disconnected and we want to know what is the ratio of V2. V2 is the ratio, here we will have V2. So V2 across this and I1 is passing through this. So this ratio will be nothing but this impedance. So V2 by I1 will become 40 ohm. Similarly, if I go in other side, so I1 will be 0, this I1 is 0. When I1 is 0, this 20 ohm is not in the circuit and we are going to find out this particular circuit, and equivalent will be 30 plus 40, that is 70 ohm. So Z22 will be 70 ohm. And V1 by I2, so voltage across this V1 will appear voltage here, so that will become V1 for this case, and V1 by I2 is nothing but 40 ohm. So Z12 is 40 ohm and Z22 will be addition of these two, 30 ohm plus 40 ohm. So 30 plus 40 is 70 ohm. So we have got Z matrix or Z parameter as, first is 60, then 40, 40 and 70. So 60 ohm, 40 ohm, 70 ohm, 70 ohm is here and this is 40 ohm, 40 ohm. We can draw the equivalent circuit the same way what we have done before. So this will be there will be a resistance which is Z11, that means 60 ohm resistance. Then there is a voltage source plus minus, and what is the value of voltage source? We can get from there Z21 I1, Z12 I2 here. Z12 I2 is 40 into I2. So this is 40 I2. Here also we can draw a voltage source which is dependent voltage source, and this is 40 I1, and then we have a resistance which is 70 ohm. Voltage here is V1, current through this is I1, current through this is I2, and voltage here is V2. So this is how we find Z parameters and plot the equivalent circuit. Thank you for watching. I will take another example in next video.